listen, at the end of the day, the Cats are the Cats. We are the best team in the NHL. We're the best team in the NHL, really the last 2, you can even say possibly 3 years. But, nobody scares me. This is a team that is so deep. They're so. I mean, at this point,
It's
they're
deep.
so
The
into
level
it.
of depth is crazy.
Yeah, like they're so connected, and even the new guys like Marchand and Seth Jones, who were both. I mean, Marchand's been incredible for us the entire time, but even Seth Jones
was a beast in that
beast
series.
in Game 7, and so yeah, I mean. It's going to be a good one. I do think Carolina's very good. They're looking for some revenge after we swept them to go to the finals 2 years ago. They're another team that can't really get over that hump as of late, and we're just the last ones in their way.
Yep.
And that's how it's been the last 3 years.
Yeah,
so,
well,
I love it.
It's a revenge tour for both conference finals right now.
Yeah. True.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Tranquilo Sports. We are celebrating a Panthers dub into the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes.
We're back. We are right where we left off last season, and it feels freaking phenomenal. Game 7 is not what we wanted. We could have won it at home. Game 6, but you know what? Adds to the thrill of playoff hockey, and we did exactly what we did in Game 5, and it was just dominate in Toronto.
I, of course, would have loved to end it at home, but
no, it feels so much better winning it over there.
Tears,
and the way it went down.
Toronto tears, beating them at home, and like you said, the way we beat them, absolute beatdown. No question. Like, it was never even close. Like, first period was great, back and forth.
Yeah.
First half of that first period we dominated. Second half they really, honestly, put it to us. If it wasn't for Bob, maybe it would be a little more nerve-wracking. And we just beat the shit out of them. Like, we beat the absolute piss out of them.
That's what
Second
Bob
period
does,
and beyond, man.
Because you think about the opportunities that they had to score early, right? And let's say a couple of those maybe go in, 1 or 2 of those go in. Obviously now momentum's not on your side anymore.
100%.
And then what happened in that second period was
incredible.
Bananas, bro. I remember I was at the keg, and I when I got there, it was 0-0. Within 5 minutes of being at the keg, we scored 3 goals. I'm like, okay, this is it. We're back.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
The place, the life got sucked out of them. It was silent. The fans, hands on their heads, like
I
oh,
gotta say something about those Toronto fans.
Yes, please.
I think that those Toronto fans in general, and just now in my slight interactions with them now, outside of everything. What a garbage fan base. I mean, you guys are weak. Booing your team off in the second period.
That was crazy.
There's a full other period left. And
I
get it. This is what we do. Well, yeah, that's what losers do. You lose. All right. What do you want? It's not new. It's not new. You guys are losers. Losers. The biggest losers I've ever seen. Throwing your jerseys, throwing beers on the ice while the players are playing. Classless. You deserved everything that you got, and it feels good to be back at the Eastern Conference Finals, 3rd year in a row. metaphorical leash pack in the air.
If it wasn't 98 degrees outside right now,
yeah, we
we'd
got
be
a little
recording.
indoor set.
Yeah,
indoor set today. But yeah, honestly, you guys are losers. I can't wait to, we're done with you. On to the next one. All eyes on Carolina now. But before we do that, one last, you're a loser. So yeah.
see you, Toronto.
Bye.
On to Carolina.
Maybe next year after you blow up your core 4. Let's go.
That's what we do to everyone. When we beat Boston after that historic
blow it
run
up.
that they had in the regular season, and we beat them in 7 in Boston as well. And then they just dismantled that team, and then we took Montour on our side, and I mean, like, the rest is history there. So God knows who else we're going to take from them now, and their team probably will be in shambles now after all this because they can't win.
Yeah. No, we demolished Boston. We pretty much ended the Rangers as well, and now we're ending the Maple Leafs. So it's a pretty amazing run, and hopefully we can end Carolina, because Carolina
looks good,
looking very good.
Yeah,
They're looking very good. And imagine, like, if they didn't trade Rakitin to Dallas, I know. I mean, obviously everyone knows how good he is, but
Dallas
he is
looks good too,
dominating these playoffs. Imagine if he was still on this Carolina team.
They'd be the heavy favorites right now for sure.
They would. But he's not there, and we're still us. So I'm excited for this round. I mean, we kick off tonight, actually. By the time you're listening to this, we'll actually be kicking off
going to game 2.
Yeah. The same keys go in terms of steal one at home. Even if we don't, obviously we just saw what happened in Toronto. I would rather steal. There's a better team than Toronto, even though Toronto was a good team, loser fan base, but a good team. But yeah, I listen. At the end of the day, the Cats are the Cats. We are the best team in the NHL. We're the best team in the NHL. Really, the last 2, you can even say possibly 3 years. But nobody scares me. This is a team that is so deep. They're so. I mean, at this point, they're
deep.
so
The
into
level
it.
of depth is crazy.
Yeah, like they're so connected, and even the new guys like Marchand and Seth Jones, who were both. I mean, Marchand's been incredible for us the entire time, but even Seth Jones,
a beast in that
beast
series.
in Game 7, and so yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good one. I do think Carolina's very good. They're looking for some revenge after we swept them to go to the finals 2 years ago. They're another team that can't really get over that hump as of late, and we're just the last ones in their way, and that's how it's been the last 3 years.
Yeah,
so,
well,
I love it.
It's a revenge tour for both conference finals right now.
Yeah, true.
So it's crazy that the same 4 are there at the top again, and now it's that much more like fight and like anger that these teams have for each other, considering, one, they knocked them out of getting to the Stanley Cup finals, and then God knows what happens in the Stanley Cup finals if it's an Edmonton, Florida series again.
I would love, so there's 2 things. I would love Edmonton. 2, one, I would love Edmonton. I could pick up the Canadian thing again. I mean, that's it. I would jump right back to it.
That's your bread and butter at this point.
We just beat them last year. The other side of it is that we did just beat them last year, so it's that revenge factor.
Yeah.
You usually don't want to be on the other side of that, but it would be good beating them twice in a row, 2 years in a row. Connor McDavid just not being able to get over the hump, and we're the reasons why. It would
be crazy.
Immaculate. Obviously the Canadian angle of it. I mean, it truly, this bit will never end. I mean, this bit will just continue to literally an infinite amount or whatever. It will take new levels if we stop another Canadian team from winning the Stanley Cup. So I would love that. But first, we got to get through Carolina. Carolina, great team. I think it's going to be a great series. It's going to be hopefully heavy hitting, and I think that again, we just have to really take care of. No, we got to bring back home ice and just take care of the business. I would love to knock these guys, take an early leads in the series and just beat the piss out of them, honestly. Carolina's like a team that I have so many enemies, and they don't rank as high in my enemy lists because I don't respect them. Because I think so little of you. And I'm trying to cause some hate here. Honestly, it's going to be a great series.
The Canadian, what I was looking up was to see if the Marlins had played the Toronto Blue Jays yet this year, but they have not. So
actually, we should go to that game,
yeah.
like just like there, like and just decked out USA gear and just standing behind home plate.
So when that does happen, then that will be hopefully another rant, and then I mean, then it'll just keep stacking up at that point.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I'm a wanted man in Canada. I don't think I could ever step foot again in that country, and
they will find you and kill you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but don't worry, I got pooch.
They will find you and kill you.
It's like we have an army. I've got a pooch.
Going back to the Panthers real quick, like we have the most players in the playoffs that have scored a goal. Like in terms
everyone's
of just,
doing it. Everyone's scoring.
I think we're up to 16 different guys that have scored at this point.
Crazy.
And then I think of the 16, like 9 of them are defenders, which also is the most in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
So it is crazy how this team, obviously we have, the Chucks of the world, Bennett, all these guys that are studs, but we're getting guys that are not the big names that are stepping up, like the Seth Jones, like all these guys that are just scoring, and it doesn't matter whose time it is. Like we are going to find people that are going to step up in those big moments and score and make big plays, which
100%.
That's hard to beat.
100%, and that it goes to the fact, like this team is just so deep that like anybody. Fourth liners, are coming in and big. I mean, actually, our third line has been probably our most impressive
100%.
this entire playoff run. So it's tough when you're going up against these guys and with Toronto, outside of that game 6 where they, obviously it was back against the walls, they let it all out.
Yeah.
You can kind of see that they were just tired out because of the way we play.
Exactly.
And it's like 4 lines of that. And then, we wear a lot of teams out. We are built for a 7-game series in that aspect, which is why, like, ideally you'd like to jump out to an early because then you can really just take control.
Yeah.
But even if we don't, it's a team that's so good enough, so deep, that they can, withstand going back home down 2 and coming back and winning it. So,
no, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, this Carolina series is going to be a dogfight.
I think it's going to be great. I think it's gonna be great.
They have a couple of days of rest going into the series. We're pretty much going right into it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
I didn't understand this. Like when I was watching the game Sunday, and it's like, the winner of this is playing Tuesday, and the Western Conference, which had already been decided, even I think 2 days before, gets the Wednesday slot. Like they didn't even want to give us an extra day of rest.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's always that mixed bag, right? It's like you get the extra days of rest where you might lose that little step early, right? Where as here we are, we're fresh off the press. Like I don't even know what we did. We I guess went home for a quick sec and then went straight to Carolina.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no way we went straight to Carolina.
I bet you we flew in that night.
Sunday night, got in here, they slept at home, and then Monday, get your stuff ready and get ready to go to Carolina.
At least it's close. Like it's close-ish. Like it's, a 2.5 hour flight.
Maybe it's exactly.
So that's nice. But yeah, let's see. I mean, tonight's going to be, again, there's not too much, in my mind, weight on game 1 with this team. Obviously, you want to win game 1. You set the tone.
Oh
but again, it's take one of the first 2, ideally, and keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Or if we can just sweep them again, that would be nice too.
That would be crazy. By the way, talking about the sweep, you see what the head coach of Carolina said?
Yeah, he's a clown. I mean,
he's like, which I get where he's coming from.
He's trying to spin it somehow.
But it's like, yeah, a lot of people are going to say we got swept, but we didn't. I'm like,
hey, buddy, 4-2-0. Sweep.
That's a sweep.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that. I get where he's coming from in the fact that like, oh, yeah, if you watch the game, some of those games could have gone either way. But at the end of the day, you lost 4 games in a row. You got swept. Like, whatever you're trying to manipulate in your mind to think that you didn't, so be it.
Hey, whatever works for them, man. Hopefully it doesn't work. But, like, I guess if that was my coach, I'd be like, coach, we kind of got swept. All right, buddy.
It'll be a dogfight this series, though.
Yeah.
So, if Bob continues the way Bob's playing,
so well.
which we know how much falls on the goalie, but
so well.
Bob is just on another level again.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy to see what he's doing, and when you got everything else that supplements that,
yeah,
sky's the limit with this team.
At the end of the day, like if we're firing on all cylinders, they're almost impossible to beat.
Yeah,
They truly are.
We're coming off scoring 6 goals.
Yeah.
What,
Dude,
12, 11? What did we score, 5 or 6? Yeah, we scored 6.
It was
So 12 goals in 2 games.
literally game 5 and 7, both on the road. We beat them 12-2.
Like,
again, let's all laugh at Toronto.
it's crazy. It's impressive. It's
Yeah.
impressive. So hopefully we carry that into Carolina, and we shall see. By the time we record the next episode, we'll probably be 3 games in.
Or we'll be talking about a sweep. Because we'll be 4. No, because the fourth game's
Tuesday,
Monday.
Thursday, Saturday,
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the series will be over by the next time we record.
Yes.
In favor of Florida.
Yes.
That would be sick. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
But
it'd be nice to just be like, just like us.
A little break.
Just a little break.
Wait for that Western Conference Final series to end and chill. Well, let's go Panthers.
Let's go Cats, baby.
Also this weekend, we had the PGA Championship and another one in the books for your boy Scotty.
Really? I mean, I don't know. Was there even a tournament this weekend? I mean, I was so concentrated on Game 7 that I didn't even know there was a tournament this weekend. So it was probably, a fake tournament. So it doesn't really count.
Scotty's bank will tell you that there was a tournament this weekend. Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler, he's done it again.
Who also will know that there was, based off his bank account real quick, was, what's this guy's name? Harris English. Did you see?
No.
His jump, he was T34 on Sunday. He shot like a 65.
Oh, yeah, he
shot
up to second. Yeah.
So his if he would have finished around there, he would have gone in, I think, 35,000. He finished with 1.2 million in earnings. So that Sunday alone made him 1.2 million dollars.
Shout out Harris English.
Yeah, sick.
But yeah, I mean, this Masters season couldn't have gotten off to a worse start for me personally. I've got a Rory Masters and now I've got a Scotty PGA.
Your arch nemesis.
My nemesises or whatever enemies. They're truly coming out to play this year. They, I can't only be here gloating about my Panthers team. It comes with baggage that my enemies are succeeding in the golf world, and if it wasn't for the fact that Hovland won the biggest tournament of the year at the Valspar, it would be a really tough year for me as a golf fan. But
yeah, that's what's saving you. I have nothing.
yeah.
I've had like 4 runner-up picks that
and my outrights have been cooking.
Yeah, your outrights have been great. All my outrights have been runner-ups 4 times this year.
Yeah.
So like heartbreak to the max there.
100%.
And then Sahith with the injuries, is crushing me right now. Like he didn't even play this weekend,
which I will get back soon. I love Sahith. So.
Yeah. So it's like it's been tough. So you at least have a little something.
I got the Valspar.
Yeah. If you got Valspar and 5 outrights, like that's
and 5 outrights. Yeah.
It's just the majors that are killing you right now.
And the majors are absolutely crushing me.
The majors are killing you. There's still what, two more
left? 2 left. And by the way, the course that fits Hav the best, the U.S. Open, Oakmont.
There it is.
Let's go.
Just like this course.
They're all perfect fits. Listen, I'll say one thing about the PGA. Because I wish it was closer in a sense. Like there was a little bit of like that Sunday when Rahm got to within. I think he was actually tied at one point.
The lead. Yeah, he tied the lead.
And then he really kind of fell off at the back 9, and then
last 3 holes really
cooked him. Man, he was +5 on the last 3.
Yeah, when bogey, double bogey.
Talk about bank accounts. He lost a lot of money that last 3 stretch. But a lot of people were kind of complaining about Quail Hollow. I thought it showed its teeth. I mean, especially those last 3 holes, the Green Mile, like. That was crazy hard.
All week, bro.
Well, Bryson was another one that was in it on Saturday. He has the solo lead, bogey double on the Green Mile.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what you want, especially down the final stretch of the last couple of holes. You want it to play as difficult as possible because of the fact that there might not be a lead safe at that point.
100%. So it showed its teeth. I liked the course, and outside obviously Scotty kind of ran away with it a little bit to an extent. But like to give credit to Scotty where credit is due, his stretch on the Green Mile on Saturday was so impressive.
That was a separator.
Exactly.
He gained 6 strokes on the field.
Dude, it was impressive. I got to put hand up.
Yeah,
hand up. That was impressive. So overall good weekend. Like it was actually pretty close. Like I mean the leaderboard.
There was drama on Sunday.
The leaderboard up until Saturday, there was really no big names on it. It was a bunch of no, not low guys, but like guys that aren't household names.
mid-tier names essentially.
Exactly, yeah. And then, obviously then Saturday comes, you've got Scotty, you got Rory, not Rory, Rory, bum. Scotty, Rom. Listen, I was a little bit in there. He was a little bit in there for a while. Anyway, there's some, and Bryson.
Yeah, Bryson.
So the three of them, and there was a time that it was almost looking like it was going to be Scotty, Rom, and Bryson top three going into like the final round.
Yeah.
Which would have been really cool. But overall, good tournament. PGA, obviously, in terms of, obviously it's a major. So like the majors.
Of course.
Great. Always a great time. I will always enjoy watching. But yeah, I mean, I wish Scotty didn't win, but it's okay.
What are your thoughts on because I do kind of agree with some of the points that were made on this, but what are your thoughts on less PGA professionals playing in that tournament?
That's a great point. To be honest, it doesn't bother me. Like in the sense of like I'm not watching them. Like,
yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like, and if they are making the cut and stuff, like that's cool. Like to me personally, it doesn't have an effect on me on having 10 or 20 PGA professionals.
Right.
As long as they're not like showing them, or if they're playing good, like show them. But for me, it's like just it doesn't have an effect on me.
Yeah, it doesn't affect like your TV, I guess, or things like that. I could see how there might be a little too many. Maybe shrink it to like 15.
But like, because there's what, 20?
20, yeah.
So like, because I've seen the argument. I haven't gone into like the depths of why. Why do people want less? Is there like a specific reason? Or?
I think it's just like the fact that like a lot of them are not going to be able to compete. Fair. So it
kind of slows up.
It slows and then which then slows down pace.
That's a fair point.
Like you have guys that are shooting, high 70s, low
Blocky.
80s. Yeah, that that it's like how much do you want in a major too of all tournaments?
I'm pretty sure your boy Andre came in dead last place.
He was until Blocky shot that 80.
Oh,
something.
Really?
Yeah.
Blocky was dead last.
I think so.
Oh,
yeah. I'll tell you right now. But my boy Andre Chai, I think is his last name. Shout out to Andres of the world. We're just we're figuring out the golf game as we go. But yeah, he was dead last at one point.
I saw it. I just started laughing. I'm like, this poor guy. I've never heard of him until this week, and he's just in last.
So he finished fourth to last. Block actually did not finish last.
Oh.
G. Koch did. Greg Koch. He shot a 83 on
you know what?
Thursday.
We gotta give two shout outs.
My boy Chai though shot a 79 on
broke 80.
Yeah. On Thursday. 82 79 action.
Hey, shout out to Rafa Campos making his first cut.
I know, that was huge.
First majors cut. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nico was in contention for a while too. Nico, I know it's he's got to pull 4 rounds together.
He'll put the round together, but he won't put the 4 rounds together.
He put on Saturday. I mean, until Scotty pulled up, but. Like that, his eagle on was, I think, his 14.
Mm-hmm.
Great shot, and he was there for a while. Like, I mean, I think he shot 300 first day.
Yeah, he was up there in the mix.
And then just kind of fell off.
For the US Open.
Rafa too had a great.
He did
Thursday.
Yes, he
was up there.
Popped off on Thursday.
He shot a 68 on Thursday.
What did he shoot on Friday?
And then he went 73, 72, 76.
Honestly, outside of the 76, he'd actually be in a good spot.
He would be in a great spot.
+1, I think. Like, or even
+1 would have got him T37.
That's crazy. It's 12 under, right? Or
11, yeah.
He bogeyed the last one.
But yeah, I mean, Bryson was up, was down there around like 8, 9 under at one point. And then
Rom got the 10.
Rom was 9, 10 under at one point, and then he just fell apart on.
Yeah.
And then the other guy that fell apart too, that played really well, was Jonathan Vegas. That he was pretty much in the lead. First 2 days.
His opening bogey on Saturday, I know.
But
first time, his ending double on 18 on Friday. Opening bogey, I think he went bogey to start the Saturday.
He did. And then he went bogey on 1 on Sunday too, when he still technically had, has a chance. But it just shows like what Scotty's able to do, because when the rest of the field is kind of collapsing, he's just taking advantage of those opportunities. Like you see the difference, right? It's like, oh, it's close. And then it just starts going like this because Scotty just stays so consistent. He won't even do anything crazy, right?
Yeah.
He'll just be hitting the right shots. I think Tiger said it too. Like he knows where to miss, and then it just leaves him in the right opportunities. Where guys, feel that, and they got to go chase Scotty,
Yeah.
and then they're not able to hit those same shots, and then that's where the mistakes start stacking up.
Yeah, and when you're playing from behind, you're getting more aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you know, I mean,
And Rom knew, he's like, I know these are a couple birdie holes ahead.
Yeah.
If I don't
He
be
doesn't
aggressive
have
here,
advantages.
Scotty's going to take advantage of it. And then, boom, collapse.
Him going par on 14-15 was so bad. And as at that point, you knew it was over. It didn't even matter what he did
Exactly.
on the Green Mile.
Yeah.
And he ended up
Which is where he tried to be uber aggressive,
yeah, exactly.
and it
you can't be uber aggressive there.
and killed him. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, well, Scotty's run continues to be dominant, and we'll see what the rest of the majors
It's safe to
are.
say that Scotty is back.
And then you got
folks.
Rory that you think would he was the hottest person on the planet this
Yeah.
year,
He
up
looked terrible.
until the Masters, but he did not play well this week. And it's the same thing with the driver again.
Yeah.
If you're not hitting the fairways with the driver, it's going to kill you.
Well, what do you think about the whole driver thing? Because that's been a whole thing. I don't
Yeah.
really understand it. Like is it?
I
is
just
he
know
playing
they
with
don't
an illegal driver. Like
They don't test everyone.
because Scotty also
Apparently
got
was
flagged,
using
too.
no.
He was supposedly in his post press conference. His first driver was flagged, so that's why he had to use his backup driver.
Oh,
So what are these two cheaters up to? Is what I want to know.
Well, I was under the impression that they didn't check Scotty.
That's what Xander said, but Scotty said that he was checked.
Oh,
And
okay,
that's
yeah,
why
I
he
saw the
went to the
Xander
backup.
thing.
Yeah,
I saw the
yeah,
Xander
yeah.
thing. Okay, yeah, because I saw that and I'm like, okay, they don't test everyone.
Yeah,
And then
they don't. By the way,
Rory was not able to get away with it, but Scotty was. I'm like, damn, that would have been controversial for sure. But
The
then
thing is,
Scotty said he got tested.
I don't get the driver thing though, because
I don't know what it is exactly that they're looking for.
Like it's like, how could it be illegal to use on the PGA Tour or PGA Championship? And like Rory just won the Masters with that driver.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like that's a weird thing. What they should do, if they really respected the sport, you take away Rory's Masters and you take away Scotty's PGA Championship
and give him to Victor
and you
Hovland.
give him to Victor Hovland, who is obviously he's not using an illegal driver because his drive needs to be a little better. All right, you know.
Yeah.
The thing with him is he was so off with his driver first 2 days. Then he found his driver and then his irons. And it's kind of my game.
Yeah.
None of my three are ever connecting. Driver, irons, putting. It's usually either 2 of the 3, 1 of the 3, or 0 for 3.
Yeah.
I've never gone 3 for 3.
No, never.
Except that one time at Troon, where I haven't still.
You went 3 for 4 technically because the putter didn't help you on that last hole.
That is true. That is true.
You
I
would've
went 2.5 because my putter was good that day.
It was good.
It was
Yeah.
And then I haven't broken. I almost break 90. I haven't broken 100 since. So that's
It's a
the game of
stupid
golf.
game. Such a stupid
I
game.
literally cannot break 100 now. I'm back to like I'm consistent. I'm a 90s guy. I'm about to break 90s. Boom. I'm miss a putt to break 90.
And it just puts you in
500s
shambles.
in a row.
Yeah.
500s in a row.
It's crazy.
Insane.
And real quick, also in this in the PGA Championship this weekend, the guys that missed the cut this week was crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
You had Spieth, Knapp, Shane, Batia, Justin Thomas, Matsuyama, Auberg, Fowler, Minwoo. Let me see who else. Cantley, Jason Day.
Something's up with Aber, man. I don't know what's happened to him. He's been bad.
I think he's injured, bro.
He's been really bad.
I think he's injured. It's got to be that.
Like, he's been really
Or
bad.
I know he got tweaked. You remember he got tweaked up in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't come back from that. So I don't think he's 100%. A lot of these guys, bro, they deal with these little nagging injuries and then they don't get over the hump of those injuries for a while. I mean, you thought that with Spieth. You thought he's kind of getting over the corner, which he has looked like that up to this point. He didn't play terrible this week.
The
He just missed the cut.
of the Grand Slam were on his shoulders, and then he heard the pressure from Lou Arias saying that it's a guaranteed lock. He's like,
I think he did it just to mess with Lou.
Yeah, at this point. That's just what he's doing. He's just messing with Lou.
Until Lou jumps off the train, then that's when he'll start winning again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. That like going back to your point, like you have the best players that are some of the hottest players right now that struggled. Rory, even if he doesn't have a good Friday,
he missed the cut.
He's missing the cut too.
Yeah.
That's what saved him. And then he had a bad Saturday and Sunday.
And Quail Hollow is like the Rory invitation.
Exactly.
Like it's like Rory Country Club. Like he plays so well there, and he struggled. That's how tough that this course is playing. So I love that. I want my majors to be tough. Like I want them to struggle. I want them to hate golf. I want them to come out of that round like they were at Normandy. I want them to be so pissed off, and that's what you have to win.
100%.
So,
I'm with you. But that pretty much does it for this week.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dolphin season's right around the corner. We got the schedule that came out too.
Okay.
Recently.
Wait, do you want to do an early schedule prediction?
Fuck it. Let's
Nah,
do
that's
it.
All right, we'll end it on that.
Let's do a quick little schedule prediction.
All right, Miami Dolphins.
Before looking at the schedule, give your over/under on wins just strictly off.
I mean, what is our over/under on wins right now? Like 8?
I think it's like 8.5.
I love the over.
Yeah, I'll take the over all day. Give me the over all day.
All right, we'll save the predictions for later for a later episode.
Yeah.
Let's highlight a couple of our favorite games.
Okay.
Or a couple favorite things. First thing, least favorite thing, but also simultaneously my favorite thing. Why do we have 5 primetime games? We have 5 primetime games. I love it for myself. Going to primetime football games, there's nothing like it. We are so bad on primetime that it terrifies me that we have to play 5 of them.
And Tua gets all his concussions on primetime.
Yep, that is true as well. So that's the first thing that stood out to me.
Give me all the primetime.
Second thing, we have 2 Thursday night games. What is that? We have 2 Thursday against the Bills and the Ravens.
I know.
Terrifying.
That is
Love it.
rough.
And then the thing I actually like, we are going to beat the absolute piss out of the Cincinnati Bengals Sunday Night Football. I mean, oh my God. That is such a smash spot. We are going to beat the ever-living piss.
It's a big game, too, because it's within the last 3 weeks of the season.
I mean, it's going to be big for them. We would have already clinched the 1 seed at that point.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. I love that.
I mean, we're going to be 15-0 going into that game. So
I've already seen some crazy predictions that we're starting the season 8-0. Like, I'm like,
well,
here we go again.
Because the thing is
there is some favorable games early. I will say that.
There's a lot of favorable games early, but the thing is, it's like with football, you can't necessarily do that because like last year,
we could have gone 7-1. I remember it was like Buffalo was supposed to be the only loss, and there we were sitting at 4-5 or whatever it was.
Just
4
like
4.
in the NFL, unless you're like some of the teams are going to be really bad, but like teams flip a lot
they
more
improve
quicker
100%.
in the NFL than they do in
Patriots is one of those teams that is going to improve. Panthers obviously should improve. I don't think they're there yet, but that's a team. Browns are a dumpster fire.
No, Brown. I mean, if we lose to the Browns, I mean, just cancel the season at that point.
I would say like the on the schedule right now of teams that were like last year to this year, I would say the biggest improved team, unfortunately, is the Patriots.
Listen,
of like the teams, not of every team that we play. I'm saying of the teams that were like to bad last year.
Yeah.
So this year, I would say they have improved the most.
I agree. And like we play them twice, so like it's
Bills will still be Bills. Jets got worse in my opinion. Steelers got worse in my opinion. Bengals, I mean, they're about the same.
Team in the NFL.
Bucks, I don't know what they really did to improve, but they'll still be relevant, I guess. And then you got Chargers that I think are kind of like right there in the same situation as us.
Yeah.
And then you got the big dogs like Commanders, Falcons.
That's gonna be awesome. That Madrid game's gonna be
Commanders,
crazy.
Ravens, and Bills.
That's gonna be an awesome one.
Yeah, that would be an insane experience.
Yeah, listen, it's right around the corner. We'll be talking football in no time,
and we'll do a schedule prediction next episode.
Facts.
15-0. What do you expect?
Yeah. Just both 15-0. The graphic's just gonna be win. And it's gonna swipe to the next page. David's picks. Win.
I saw one that was like the most Dolphins thing ever. It's we're right there in contention. I think we're like 8 and 6. What is that? Is that math? Yeah. 8 and 6 with like, or 8 and 5 with the last 3 games, and we go L.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that would be the most Dolphin thing. Just win 2 of those last 3, and you'll be good.
That would be. Well, let's see. Let's see how it shakes out. Let's see.
It'll be interesting. But all right, folks, that does it for today's episode. Thank you as always for tuning in. Shout out Cosmo Tires. Shout out Yeti.
Yep.
Shout out whoever else wants a shout out. But yeah.
Shout out, Pooch.
And shout out Panthers.
Yes, shout out Panthers.
You guys got your Panthers jersey.
Game 1 today, baby. Let's get it.